Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder.
Welcome back to another episode of Spooktober episode 3 of 4. I can't believe how fast this month is going, and I feel like in the beginning of Spooktober I was like really stressing out about it. I was trying to find out cool locations to show you guys, and now we're almost at the end and I actually managed it another year in a row. I was looking back on my old videos last night and I realized that I've actually been doing this on my channel for 4 years. I've been doing this since 2017, you guys. Oh my goodness. It's been a ride. So in Spooktober's past, I think about 2 to 3 years ago, I did a tour, a virtual ghost tour in Inglewood. I showed you guys a lot of the cool haunted buildings around Inglewood and the history behind them. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering downtown Calgary. So I'm doing a virtual ghost tour for you guys of downtown Calgary. So if you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, every Wednesday in October is a new spooky video. So I put together a few haunted spots all in walking distance of each other. So I know that I didn't get all of the haunted buildings in downtown Calgary, but that would have been a really long walk. All these are pretty doable if you have 30 to 40 minutes to walk around downtown. Our first stop was located on Stephen Avenue, and this is located at 116 8th Avenue Southeast, and this is the doll block building. So if you guys have ever wandered around Stephen Avenue, if you've gone to the bar on Stephen Avenue, if you've gone there to go shopping, because it's a great place to go shopping, then you probably have walked by the doll block building at some point in time. And it is a beautiful structure. This building's original owner was named Louis Henry Dahl, and he was a jeweler. His jewelry shop was at the bottom and he lived on the top floor, to my understanding. He specialized in diamonds. He named his store the Dahl's Diamond Palace, and shortly after the store opened, his 10-year-old daughter Florence had passed away. And this made Louis really just not want to be a jeweler anymore. He lost his passion in his career. So his business was soon taken over by one of his apprentices named David Ernest Black. During a busy holiday season in 1911, when everybody was out shopping, the diamond shop was actually robbed, and this became Calgary's biggest diamond heist. Now, why is the doll block building haunted, you may ask, and who is it haunted by? The top floor is seemingly haunted by Louis's daughter Florence, and she's often seen in one of the top windows looking out onto the street. The building was eventually purchased by the Royal Bank after being sold to different people. The Royal Bank purchased the building and then sold it again, and eventually in 1994 the whole building was refurbished, and in 1997 it actually received its heritage plaque, so now it is a heritage site. We continued along our walk and walked to the Knox United Church, which is one of the most haunted buildings in Calgary, and the ghosts here are actually pretty nice. So the Knox United Church was built in 1912, making it 109 years old, and it is a Gothic revival style type building. Most of the spirits that haunt the Knox United Church are actually really friendly. They can be seen praying, knitting, gossiping in groups, and walking about the grounds. A lady wearing early 20th century attire, most reportedly being a pink dress, is seen walking through walls and walking through doors in the church. Mysterious footsteps can also be heard around the church. Another report was from an organist that was playing the organ, and she played a note wrong and her hand was slapped, but there was nothing around her. Researchers that have visited the Knox United Church report that the spirits that haunt this church are filled with positive energy, and that this building is really active in ghost encounters. Next up, we visited the Rose and Crown, which I already did a video on, I want to say a couple years ago. So if you guys look at my Spooktober playlist, you'll be able to find the full in-depth video of the Rose and Crown. I will also link it down in the description box below, but this was our next stop. The Rose and Crown is actually located in Mission, so the opposite side of downtown in the southwest. And this building was built in the 1920s. It was known as the Davidson House at first, then it was converted into a funeral home, and it was a funeral home for a really long time after, until the late 80s, where this building was converted into a pub, and it is still a pub to this day. There's a lot of buildings in Calgary that are like this, including the Cat and the Fiddle and the Hose and the Hound, which are repurposed haunted buildings that they've converted into pubs. The upstairs of the Rose and Crown actually features the same wallpaper, the original wallpaper, as when the house was built. One of the main ghosts that haunt the Rose and Crown is a little boy ghost, and he is the most frequently seen ghost in the Rose and Crown. He is believed to be one of the funeral home caretaker's sons, and he is most frequently seen in the basement hiding, and the basement is where the cremation area was. The other two ghosts that occupy the Rose and Crown are said to be David Davidson and his wife Nora. David Davidson is a middle-aged man ghost, and his wife Nora can be seen in a big flowing white ball gown. All three ghosts seemingly are responsible for the weird sounds that happen in the Rose and Crown, including footsteps upstairs when no one else is around. Neighbors have reported lights flickering on and off in the middle of the night. People have also reported windows opening and closing on their own, as well as glass objects flying off the shelf. Electronic equipment also has been reported to turn off and on while in the building. So the last thing I wanted to mention about the Rose and Crown is really cool. I mentioned it in my first video, was that two tourists that came to Calgary from the UK took a photo outside of the Rose and Crown, and this was before digital photography existed. This was before cell phones existed. I think that this was just taken on a film camera, and the photo actually caught the little boy ghost. So I will include the photo right here. I don't know, to me it really does look like a little boy that's standing right beside him, a very ghostly little boy. So that photo can actually also be viewed if you go into the Rose and Crown, so they still keep that photo up. And then the very last location in my downtown ghost tour is still in Mission, and it is the Lougheed House. The Lougheed House was built in 1891 and then expanded in 1907. This was the home to Senator James Alexander Lougheed and his family. This building is another heritage site and offers tours to this day, so you can actually go in and tour the house, which is what I did for my first in-depth Spooktober video on this particular location. This house is also said to have been haunted by several ghosts. A translucent couple is the most famous ghost in this house, and they can be seen dancing around in the ballroom. There's also reports of a woman in old-fashioned clothing appearing at the front window and looking down at the street. This is often where Mrs. Lougheed used to sit around and watch the busy street below, so it's believed that this is her ghost. Lights are reported to flicker on and off on all floors of the Lougheed House, which is a classic sign of paranormal activity. So that is pretty much it for my ghost tour of downtown Calgary. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any requests of haunted places for me to check out, please let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to keep it local though. I'm trying to keep it within Alberta and BC. If you want me to check out any in the future, I need some for Spooktober next year, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for the last episode of Spooktober. Bye!